The slow clap going for Dan B. Dan's here!
If anybody would like to get a hot dog after the show, we could catch up. Wasn't that bad. New Year's Day. I know what people in Chicago were thinking. They all wanted to know, how's that Dan Barron guy doing with his New Year's resolutions? Well, I'm going to give you an update. I ask for your patience. Not all self-improvement measures are going to happen within 44 hours. Sometimes they take 48 hours. By Saturday, they should be finished. So, number one, exercise more. But wait a minute. I went to the gym yesterday and there was a line of people who had the same idea. Everyone is feeling guilty. They were all sad. So they make a commitment for 2 hours and then drop it. So I left and went home. Watched some football. Plus, I consulted one of my spiritual guides, a magnet on my refrigerator. It says, unless you fell off the treadmill and smacked your face, no one wants to hear about your workout. Which is true, because 3 years ago I fell off a treadmill, had emergency heart surgery, and people I knew wanted to hear about it, but nobody wanted to hear about my workout. And a friend of mine has since said, so you're using your pacemaker as part of a punchline? I said, yeah, sometimes. Number two, eat healthier and lose weight. I get it. We'll never die if we eat locally grown, sustainable, organic, and grass-fed food and more vegetables. But if you go along with this idea, then you won't eat nachos. Who the hell wants to live in a world without nachos? Nobody. I was at a wedding last Saturday. My niece and her fiance got married. There was a lot of tears of joy and a lot of laughing and a lot of fun, but I specifically remember what happened after dinner. They had a table with 9 different types of pie. I tried 3 of them. And then one of my brothers came up to me looking very serious, and he said, did you try the banana cream pie? I said, not yet. He goes, there's still time. So I got some banana cream pie, and it was just wonderful. And I don't even know what I'm going to do without banana cream pie. Number 3, cut down on alcohol. Well, at the same wedding, there were 14 toasts in 2 days, okay? And my girlfriend, who also likes hot dogs, she said to me, every time you toast, you have to drink it. So if there's going to be more toasts and more celebration, I'm not going to be able to cut down on alcohol. Number 4, start a journal. I did that. I journaled on New Year's Day. Had a great time. A journal does 2 things for me. 1, helps me recapture moments that maybe I can use later in writing or just to celebrate life. 2, helps me reflect on my life. So I made a commitment to journal every day. And I got up this morning at 5:30 in the morning, and I had an existential issue. Do I go write and journal, or do I go back to sleep? I went back to sleep. Number 6. You may have noticed that I went from number 4 to number 6. So my resolution number 6 is learn how to count. Number 7. This may be a little more controversial in some parts. I did read about this on that, favorite place for reliable information, the internet. Delegate more chores. This is a great idea. So I'm thinking that my girlfriend, my mom who's 92, my twin brother, my kids could all come over to my place and clean it.
Oh, hell no.
I live by myself, but I think this is a workable idea. We'll talk about it later. Number 8. This is a good one too, especially for a country where self-esteem has sometimes plummeted as low as politics. Give yourself more compliments. You see, we're told so much about what we should do that we start to feel sad about ourselves. So for me, 1 day a week, usually when I don't have social plans and I'm getting ready for the week, I'm not going to shave, I'm going to wear really old clothes, I'm going to look in the mirror, see my eyelids drooping way down on my face, look like I haven't slept in a week, and there's a lot of hair in my ears, and I'm going to look in the mirror and say, hey, handsome. Number 9, be kinder to other people. This is a good goal, but it's not always something you can do. Let me just share a brief story. I was back at work today, and there was a woman in the office, an acquaintance, kind of a work friend, but she wanted me to show me some photos of her recent trip to Cabo. You know, pictures about time sharing, hanging out on the beach, drinking cocktails, and God forbid, looking at sea turtles. Meanwhile, I was in Chicago last week where it was 10 degrees and my car stalled on Ashland. But I should be kind to people who want to show me pictures of sea turtles. Number 10, stop gossiping, but if anybody wants to talk about anybody in there after the show, I'll buy you a drink downstairs. Number 11, get organized. You know this is a good one, and I vow to get more organized. Has anyone seen my car keys? And 13, be open-minded about politics. Well, this is a good point. But does this mean that I should support an anti-vax guy to head HHS, an alleged sexual assaulter to head the Department of Defense, and a right-wing nut to be Attorney General? No. I can't be that open-minded because that would mean my mind spilled onto the floor. And finally, I have a question for Mrs. Murphy's. Do you guys have any banana cream pie here?
Keep it going for